What if the person you just swiped past was a television star known by millions? Imagine scrolling through a dating app late at night, barely paying attention, and rejecting a familiar face without realizing it. For one famous actor, that possibility became surprisingly real, and the story behind it was even stranger. For years, Cameron Mathison appeared to have the kind of life many people admired. Successful career, recognizable face, loyal fans, a public image built on positivity and perseverance. But behind the cameras, life was quietly shifting in ways few outsiders fully understood, and the changes were only beginning. When headlines revealed major changes in Cameron's personal life, fans immediately started asking questions. What comes next when a long chapter closes? How does someone rebuild after years of routine suddenly disappear? Nobody knew the answer yet, but speculation was spreading fast. Then came a surprising thought that started circulating online. Could Cameron eventually enter the modern dating world like everyone else? Could a daytime television star find himself competing for attention on the same apps used by millions of ordinary people? The idea sounded unbelievable, until it didn't. Before we go further, if you enjoy celebrity mysteries, hidden stories, and shocking entertainment twists, take a moment to like this video, subscribe, and share it with fellow soap fans. Because what happens next raises questions almost nobody expected to ask. Think about it. Dating apps move fast. Faces flash across screens in seconds. Decisions happen instantly. Most users don't stop to investigate every profile. So what if a famous actor appeared among countless strangers? Would people recognize him immediately? Or would they keep scrolling without a second thought? The possibilities sparked endless conversations. Some fans joked that they might accidentally reject a celebrity. Others insisted Cameron's smile would stand out anywhere. Yet another group argued that fame means less online than people assume. Who was right? The answer wasn't nearly as obvious as it seemed. What makes this story fascinating isn't celebrity status. It's what it reveals about modern connection. In today's world, people can be known by millions and still feel invisible to individuals. One swipe, one glance, 1 second of hesitation. Sometimes that's all it takes, and that realization felt unsettling. As discussions grew louder, fans began imagining different scenarios. Maybe someone sees the profile and assumes it's fake. Maybe they think it's a prank account. Maybe they simply aren't paying attention. Suddenly, a star who spends years on television could become just another face in a crowded feed, and that changed everything. Then another question emerged. After decades in entertainment, would Cameron even approach dating the same way as everyone else? Fame creates unique challenges. Trust becomes complicated. Intentions become harder to read. How do you know who genuinely likes you? That mystery added a new layer. Some viewers remembered the resilience Cameron showed throughout difficult periods in his life. Challenges never seemed to define him. Instead, he developed a reputation for moving forward with optimism. But entering a completely new chapter requires a different kind of courage, and few people saw that part coming. Meanwhile, social media turned the conversation into a guessing game. Fans analyzed interviews. They searched for clues. They debated future possibilities. Yet nobody had definitive answers. The more people talked, the larger the mystery became, and curiosity reached another level. Here's where things became surprisingly emotional. Beneath the jokes about swiping left or right was a deeper question about starting over. Many viewers related to it personally. Reinventing yourself isn't easy, whether you're famous or unknown. And suddenly, Cameron's story felt unexpectedly familiar. Twist number 1 arrived when people realized the discussion wasn't really about dating apps at all. It was about second chances. Audiences weren't captivated by technology. They were captivated by transformation. They wanted to know what happens when life forces someone to write a completely new chapter, and that revelation changed the conversation. The more fans reflected on it, the more they saw pieces of themselves in the story. New beginnings often arrive without warning. Plans disappear. Routines collapse. Familiar roads end. Then comes the difficult question, what now? Cameron's situation suddenly became a symbol of something much bigger. But another unexpected detail emerged. Public attention can create pressure that most people never experience. Every move gets discussed. Every decision gets analyzed. Every appearance becomes news. Could anyone comfortably navigate modern dating while carrying that level of visibility? The answer remained uncertain. Imagine opening an app and wondering whether someone likes you for who you are or for what they know about you. Imagine questioning every interaction. Fame may open doors, but it can also create barriers. That contradiction introduced a mystery few fans had considered before. Then came twist number 2. Some observers argued that celebrity recognition might actually hurt rather than help. Familiarity can create assumptions. People believe they already know someone because they've watched them on television. But is that truly knowing a person? That question lingered in the background. As weeks passed, online discussions refused to fade away. New comments appeared daily. Some people insisted they would instantly recognize Cameron. Others admitted they probably wouldn't. The disagreement revealed something surprising about modern culture, and nobody could fully explain it. Recognition itself had become unpredictable. One moment a face is everywhere. The next, it's buried beneath endless content competing for attention. Even major celebrities can disappear into the digital crowd. That reality made the original question feel more realistic than ever. And yet, the mystery wasn't really about whether someone would swipe left. It was about what that action represents. Rejection. Missed opportunities. Split-second decisions. Entire possibilities erased before they even begin. Suddenly, a simple swipe carried unexpected emotional weight. Fans began sharing stories of their own near misses. People described encounters they almost ignored. Conversations they nearly never started. Relationships that existed because they paused for one extra moment. Those stories added a deeply human element, and the parallels were impossible to ignore. What if life-changing opportunities often look ordinary at first glance? What if important connections arrive disguised as routine moments? The thought transformed a playful celebrity discussion into something far more meaningful. And that's when the story took another surprising turn. Twist number 3 wasn't connected to Cameron at all. It was connected to the audience. Viewers gradually realized they were examining their own choices. How many people had they dismissed too quickly? How many chances had they overlooked? The mystery had quietly become personal. For some, the conversation became a reminder to slow down. For others, it highlighted how quickly modern technology encourages judgment. Profiles become snapshots. People become summaries. Entire lives get reduced to a few images and lines of text. That realization felt impossible to ignore. Meanwhile, Cameron continued doing what he's known for, moving forward. Regardless of public speculation, life doesn't stop. New experiences arrive. New opportunities appear. New paths emerge. The future remains unwritten. And that uncertainty kept fans watching closely. The fascination wasn't fueled by scandal. It wasn't fueled by controversy. It was fueled by possibility. Audiences wanted to know what comes after a major life transition. They wanted proof that new beginnings remained possible. And that hope resonated more than anyone expected. Who could truly predict the next chapter? Not fans. Not commentators. Not social media. Real life rarely follows a script. It changes direction without warning. Sometimes, the most important moments arrive quietly. Sometimes they arrive disguised as ordinary decisions, and that's what made this story so compelling. There was something almost poetic about the idea. A familiar television face entering the same unpredictable world everyone else navigates. No special shortcuts. No guaranteed outcomes. Just uncertainty, possibility, and chance. The equalizing effect fascinated countless viewers. As discussions continued, one truth became increasingly clear. People weren't rooting for celebrity success. They were rooting for human resilience. They admired the willingness to keep moving forward despite uncertainty. And that emotional connection kept growing stronger. Then came the biggest realization of all. The original question might never have a definitive answer. Maybe someone did swipe left. Maybe nobody ever will. The mystery survives precisely because it can't be fully solved. And that unanswered possibility makes it unforgettable. Think about how strange that is. Millions of people became captivated by an event that may never have happened. Yet the emotions attached to it felt completely real. Curiosity has a powerful way of transforming simple ideas into lasting stories. The discussion also revealed how audiences connect with public figures today. Fans no longer just watch careers unfold. They follow journeys. They celebrate recoveries. They witness reinventions. The relationship between celebrity and audience has changed dramatically, and the implications are fascinating. What happens when admiration meets relatability? Stories like this emerge. Suddenly, a television star isn't viewed only through a screen. He's viewed through shared experiences, challenges, and hopes. That shift created a deeper connection than anyone anticipated. And perhaps that's why the question continues to resonate. It blends fame with everyday life. It mixes curiosity with empathy. It transforms a simple swipe into a reflection on opportunity, timing, and human connection. Few expected such a small idea to carry so much meaning. Still, one mystery remained unresolved. If Cameron ever did enter that world, what would people see first? The celebrity? The actor? Or simply another person searching for a meaningful connection? Nobody seemed able to agree, and the debate continued. Some believed recognition would happen instantly. Others believed authenticity would matter more than fame. The disagreement revealed something important. People value different things. And in a world driven by first impressions, that difference can change everything. As the story neared its conclusion, the focus shifted once again, not toward apps, not toward headlines, but toward the unpredictable nature of life itself. Because every ending creates room for a beginning. Every closed door reveals another path. Perhaps that's the real lesson hidden beneath the mystery. Opportunities often arrive when we least expect them. Reinvention remains possible. Growth never stops. And even uncertain chapters can lead somewhere remarkable. That message resonated far beyond daytime television. The mind-blowing revelation wasn't whether someone swiped left on Cameron Mathison. It was realizing that millions became invested because the story mirrored their own fears and hopes. Fear of rejection. Hope for renewal. Fear of missing out. Hope for another chance. And suddenly everything made sense. So here's the haunting question. Somewhere, at some moment, could someone have unknowingly passed by an opportunity they would later regret? Could a single swipe have changed an entire story before it even began? And if that's possible for Cameron Mathison, what opportunities have already slipped past the rest of us? Because the next chapter may reveal even more.